Hi! A good evening. How are y'all? Just give me a second. I wanna set up the music again. Yes. There we go. Good evening, yeah. Hello, Eldritch Queen Morgana. Thank you for a follow. And Bonafero VT, you too. Thank you. Let me read chat real quick. Cute bot. Yes, cute bot time. It's been a week since I've last streamed. It's been too long. I've come to grace your screens once more. I've taken what you've told me into consideration and decided on gender flu. Hey, welcome to the realm of the MBs. I'm glad that I've helped even one person understand themselves better. That is everything I could hope for, and I forgot to set this to loop. Oops! I'm the professional, I swear. Give me a second. I can find the window for the song. God damn it. Ah! There we go. Repeat forever. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let me take a quick swig of oil. Because, yes, important. Organics, you, organic people, you have some water. Too. It's a good reminder. When do we do the Ambi initiation ritual? Yes, the ritual. It requires burning gender toys. We just go over to the toys section at the mall or whatever, the toy store, and we buy a bunch of gender toys and we burn them as a sacrifice to our genderless gods. Also, we eat a bunch of chocolate too, because that shit is good. Okay, so the plan for tonight, yes, I am going to be working on a logo for myself. Hopefully, I want to anyway. The problem is that I couldn't find the sketches that I had done for it a while ago. So I'm gonna have to start from zero. Oops, but that's okay. We will all partake in the beautiful and very, very professional creative process of Cody.sys. So, let's jump right into it. Oh, yes, I have a Discord server, yes. Feel free to join in on the fun. You get to hear my occasional thoughts there about life, more than you do on Twitter somehow. Okay, so this was the basic idea for the logo. It's a paintbrush, right? Something like this. Actually, I should look up some reference images, but for now this will do. You see my braid? You see how there's like a little nut connecting, keeping my braid together? So, that would be the tip here. You make the tip like this, and then the bristles are pink. Cute, right? This is very rough. I'm sorry, it will get better, I promise. And then, it would be like a stroke of, it would be like, paint, it's finishing off painting, yes. And it would be like this long thing here. You see, because I am an artist. Huh. And I am going to try and express that important stuff so people know. Oh, they do art. But you know what I also do? Gender shit. So the colors that are gonna be inside of this are gonna be the MB flag. Because wow, I wonder if you have ever noticed that maybe I might be non-binary. Of course, I keep that a closely guarded secret. Yeah. When you mean minors, you mean under 18 or under 13? Under 18. I, both on Twitter and on Discord, I'm not shy about talking about some NSFW stuff. It's not like the focus, but I prefer to cover my bases. This includes the streams as well, yes, of course. Not just Discord and Twitter. I am not gonna, like, I'm not too forceful about it because, like, if I see some minor following me on Discord, I'll block them generally. But, well, at least the strings don't usually have NSFW stuff. I mean, I might engage in the occasional joke. So I personally prefer if minors avoid watching because, you know, yeah, that be how life be. Anyway, back to this. Sorry, I am not being very eloquent tonight. That's okay. I don't need to be perfect, I think. Okay. So, this is roughly the idea. Huh, this actually looks already better than I expected just from the sketch. Look at this. Tasty. This, soft and nice stroke. Yes, paint stroke. That's the word I wanted earlier. Paint stroke. Good. And then, I don't know, typography somewhere, either over here, or directly above, I don't know. If you have any ideas, I appreciate it. Ah, yeah, that, like that. I'm also taking any ideas you might have for the logo. Maybe you have some detail you think would work well, or some alteration. And I'll see myself out. Well, yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, but boundaries are important. I hope you can find content that is more suitable to your age range. It's not like super fun having to set these boundaries, but it's necessary. Anywho, let's just get right into it. Though, before I start, let me look up some references for paintbrushes. Yes. Paintbrush. I now just had the weirdest idea of like an artist, right? You know, like, I don't know, a Leonardo da Vinci type person, and they're just brushing their teeth with a paintbrush, but it's just got a bunch of toothpaste in it. I don't know. That sounds hilarious to me. I have a very silly sense of humor. Let's make this a lighter color, yes. And the handle is really thick right now, so... How do robots brush teeth? The same way humans do. I don't have to worry about getting like caries or stuff the way that... Oh, wait, no! Frick! I drew off this on the... over the background. I didn't make a new layer! No! Gosh, consign it. That's okay, that's easily fixable. New layer? Oh my god. I'm not very good at concentrating tonight, am I? Okay, so first we delete it here. Then we fill the background again. And then we just select all of this. And wait, no, why is it selecting? No, this is not what... Oh, the tolerance is too high. That explains that. There we go. Ah, there you go. Good, 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 good. We're safe. We're okay. Anyhow, I don't have to worry about getting caries or whatever, but I like clean teeth. I mean, if I'm gonna kiss a girl, I don't want her smelling 8 hour old. What do I eat? What do I eat? On her smelling 8 hour old bean stew. Yes. So yes, if even I, a robot, can keep on my dental hygiene, so can you. Go and floss those teeth, you fart. Oh, I have a nya. I have a nya routine. There we go. I hope you're enjoying it. I'll brush mine for kissing you too. See, that's the nice part about being poly. I had like, I have like so much gay and chat because my partners and partners to be show up, and it's lovely. I'll brush mine before kissing it too. Don't want you to smell yesterday's blood. Thank you very much. I'll make sure you don't get to smell all the old oil. Oops. Wait, no. Wrong tool. Wrong tool. Had to allow that one. I think it makes sense, Kylie. I mean, I'm fine with Eventide talking about that because we're close. But if a rando were to go and talk about kissing me, then that would be very weird. So I get why Twitch would rather keep their bases covered there. Honestly, the smell of oil is preferable over bean stew. Not a bean fan. I guess. Ah! Fuck! Ah! I dropped my microphone! Sorry! Let me put it away. Let me put it away. I'm a disaster tonight. Good lord. Just. Yeah! I'm dropping everything. Anyway! I guess no one is perfect. I can forgive you for having a bad taste and not liking beans. I really like beans and the bean dishes. And if you don't, that's okay. I can forgive you. I'll tolerate you, even if I don't understand you. Beans and bean dishes are amazing. I'm biased for growing up in a country where beans are a staple food, but whatever, I don't care. I've been planning to make this logo since like February. Why does it take so long to get started on things? Like, it's not even that big of a project in comparison to other stuff I've done in the meantime. No. Cody screen.mp3. Now that was a good one to clip, probably. Maybe I'll clip it after this stream. Blow it, and then I'll post the clip on Twitter and blow everyone's ears away. How do three-dimensional things work, by the way? I might have forgotten. No, that doesn't look good. You know what? I'll come back to the nut portion later. Let's leave it like it is, and let's work on this handle. Yes, good handle. Good handle. And now I have to learn how to do wood. Actually, I'm just gonna copy whatever I was doing in this project here. That was this layer. Okay, please deselect that. There we go. Now I have an easy reference. Now we have to choose, select some shades. Yes, shades are good. That's how we do anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing saves lives. Not like that. Okay, this seems like a good color. Let's put it over here. And this over here. And now we need to choose a mid-tone. Does this work? Yes, this does work. I like it. I'm happy. Now we go a little bit darker. Let's pull a bit towards the brown. Yeah. That's getting good. It's getting good. Yeah. So, my beautiful people, I will tell you about what I've been doing these past few days that I have not been streaming. Not much. My life is not the most exciting, at least not in coronavirus times, no. I have plans for after this whole debacle is over, but for now, your bot leads a quiet life. But there are some things. I watched the show on Amazon Prime. You might have heard of it. It's called Invincible. I'm not going to talk in length about it, or at least not in detail, because it is a very gory show. So keep that in mind if you're gonna try it out. However, if you can handle yourself a bit of gore, go watch it. It's good. It's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. Really, the only thing I can really give the show any shit for is the animation. Like, overall, it's passable. And there are some moments where they really just go on it. But a lot of the time, the background shots are just... And I don't mean just the crowds. I mean, the crowds can look bad because they're all CGI. But the actual backgrounds, like, they're CGI, and it really can look scuffed at points. But otherwise, that aside, it is very good, very compelling, cool mystery, very good characters. It's one of those shows that I really like because they do this interesting thing where they'll introduce some elements and you're like, oh, okay, this is another one of those things that's just gonna come up now, and then it will never come up again. But then 3 episodes later you realize, oh, wait, that thing is back. What? And it's like, I don't know, there's these characters that appear at the very start of the show. They're 2 villains. And then they get jailed off to prison and you think, oh, okay, that was just to set up the basics of how this world works, because it's a superhero world, right? And then you think, okay, that was it for them. But then no, they come back later, and I love that. I love that. It's one of my favorite things in shows. So long as it's done right. There are shows that don't do it right. There are shows that look like they're gonna be great, and then they just betray you and leave you sad and feeling like you wasted your time. I'm looking at you, Star Versus. I might still be rather salty about that one. Sorry, it's been 2 years, but I just can't get over it. God, I'm rambling about the most random garbage tonight, ain't I? Sorry. But that's how it be. Okay. So, show good. Other things that happened in this week. I got accepted into apprenticeship, so that was pretty cool. It's gonna start later in the year, in late August, as apprenticeships usually do in this country that I live in. But I'm excited. It's office work, but it's for office work across multiple languages. And I really wanted to get in, so I'm happy. Yay! Your bot achieved something. Wow! Ain't that cool? I think it's rather pog. And this needs to go back to 1 pixel. Undo. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I can't say too much has happened. I've been trying to keep up, I know what I'll talk about what I haven't streamed in a week. I already talked about it on Twitter, but I'll talk about it on stream too, because why not? I like to be frank about the mental health stuff because I feel that people often don't. I don't know if it's out of a sense of shame or what, but I like to be frank about this kind of stuff because I want people to to not to overshare or create like weird parasocial relationships. That's not the intent. The intent is just to make people feel comfortable with their own experiences and realizing they're not alone, you know? So, the reason I've been rather on the quite excited, not streaming so much, is because I've not been doing too well mental health wise. I mean, I'm doing better these last couple of days, I gotta say. But it's been a tough road. It's been a toughie for the cute boy. And I wish it weren't so. But I needed to take a moment to step back, recollect, and just think about what I'm doing with this whole thing, this whole VTubing, yes. Cause like, I jumped into this, and I never really streamed before, and although I enjoy it a lot, God, I love streaming, it has a set of challenges that I couldn't have predicted. Some I could have, and I'm learning to deal with them. You know? And, yeah. I'm still asking myself a lot of questions about what it will mean for me in the future now. Because I realized that the way I've been doing things hasn't been the healthiest for me. It doesn't really match up with what I can do. Because as much as I really, really wish that I could be like some people that I admire who stream like, I don't know, 4-5 times a week and are always very energetic when they do it, I can't do it. And feeling good about it is not gonna help, so I need to take another approach to that. So what is that approach? I'm not fully sure yet. It's probably unfortunately going to mean I stream less. I don't like that decision, as you might imagine. It is difficult. But it's the way I'm going to be happier, probably. You know? So, wherever you are in life, whether you're a VTuber who's also struggling with burnout, or you're just, I don't know, maybe you're a carpenter, maybe you are studying something as a hobby, or like, be mindful. Please, listen to yourself, don't ignore the warning signs, don't think you can just keep pushing. Maybe you can, but at some point you're not gonna be able to do it anymore. And it's not nice when you get to that point. It really isn't. Sorry if I'm getting a bit too real tonight or anything. I'm not trying to depress anyone. That's not the intent. I'm just trying to be frank. That's where I've been, thinking a lot. So I'm probably gonna be streaming less. Outside of that, I think I also will, I hope soon, get around to learning some new skills. Particularly, I should really get around to learning how to edit videos. So I can, words. Make more pre-recorded content, non-live stuff. There is anxiety in doing live stuff, of course. That is mitigated when you have the time to do retakes, you know? That's not to say I'll stop streaming, I absolutely will not. And I hope with time I'll be able to build a mental fortitude to be able to stream regularly again, because like, a couple of weeks ago, I managed to do 4 strings in a single week. And it was tiring as heck. Let me tell you what it also was. Rewarding. Very rewarding. And I want to work up to that feeling again. So yeah, I guess that's the tea tonight. Speaking of tea, I should make some for myself. There will be relapses. It's not gonna be perfect. I'll probably have to talk this over with my mental health professional, my therapist, but realizing that I'm not able to keep up with what I thought I should it's the first step. Hell yeah, my robot friend. Hi, Bianca. Welcome to my stream, where I am trying to make a logo for myself. Slowly but surely. We are currently making a beautiful little paintbrush. I'm struggling to make the wood work, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Shading is such a fun thing in the pixel art. It's like a little puzzle, and you don't even realize that the pieces are there. But over time, I can put them together. That's how I like to look at a lot of things. I like to imagine that there's a puzzle behind everything, even things that don't really have, like, of course, there's no ideal world where this logo exists. It exists only inside of my head as a malformed idea. But I like to imagine that there's some route towards what I want, and that keeping at it is just like figuring out a puzzle. I'm not sure if I'm explaining the feeling quite well. I guess it's the same feeling I get playing, I don't know, Professor Layton, or I don't know, something of that sort. I really like mystery stuff. I'm actually looking to watch more mystery stuff. If you have any recommendations, go friggin' wild. Yeah. The puzzle of how to make Cody blush the most. That's a puzzle even a 0-year-old... Is that a 0-year-old? Oh my god. Who the frick says 0-year-old? That's a puzzle even a baby could solve very easily. Just say some nice words to me and I'll blush a bunch. Yep. We got a mystery webcomic. Well, fire away. I actually should get back into webcomics. I stopped because, like, the few that I tried felt a bit too aimless, like they didn't have a good plot behind them. And also I lost my Webtoons login and I was too lazy to make a new password. This is what I get for not using a password manager. You counting from 0 is the most robot thing. I know. I know. Oh wait, I should make this shade a little bit lighter. About this. No, that's a bit too much. Go back, go back, go back. That will do, I think. I DM'd you the comic. Thank you. Thank you. That was about all I got up to during this week. I mean, there are other things, like, I've been trying to keep up some routines. I've been trying to take better care of my dental hygiene. Like I talked about earlier, I find dental hygiene important, but I was not the best about it. Now I'm trying to floss at least once every day. I'm trying to walk every day. I had to take a break today because some days are a bit tough for me. It's actually nice to be streaming because it helps. But usually Sundays are the days where like the little goblins on the shoulder are the loudest. I don't know why. I think it's because I miss the sound of cars on the street. Going vroom, 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 vroom. I don't know. I am very much not a person for quietude. Funnily enough. Because I don't like very loud noises. But I also don't like living in a quiet place. I don't think I could live in, I don't know, a countryside town with only 2,000 people. I would go insane. I would know because, like, I visited a friend a while ago at her hometown. It was this little town of like 1,900 people in the German countryside, and like beautiful place. Good lord, it was so beautiful. But after a few days, it really started getting to me. I don't know, I'm not really vibing with how this paintbrush is looking right now. Let's see, what do I like about it and what do I dislike? I like that part, but I don't like this part. Yeah, let's do away with all of this. Yeah, be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone, you're not good. Go ahead. Okay, good. But talking again about that town, it still had a lot of merits. I went there in the summer, and I got to eat fresh cherries off of the trees, and it was amazing. I didn't even know I liked cherries. Now I absolutely know that I do. But Cody, how did you not know whether you like cherries or not? Cherries are actually not really common in Brazil, which is where I come from originally. I moved to Germany a few years ago, just for reference. So I didn't really get to eat them. I mean, sometimes you have quote-unquote cherries, but they are not real cherries. They're made of like, I don't remember what. They're made of something else that's colored to look kind of like a cherry, but it's absolutely not the same. Oh, anyway, back on topic. I think there was a topic. I pretend there is a topic. But honestly, I just keep going so wildly across different things that you could barely even say there is one. You're definitely about as sweet as a cherry. Ah! Alright, then give me some cake that I can throw myself on top of. I will eat the cake, but that's neither here nor there. Habits that I'm keeping up. I'm trying to play Beat Saber more. You know, Beat Saber is the funny VR game where you go, you know, fuck boxes. Fuck boxes. All my homies hate boxes. It's like being, it's like if Crash Bandicoot and Star Wars had a child, it would be Beat Saber. Lightsabers destroying crates over and over. Honestly, that would be a pretty cool Beat Saber mod. After all, you're getting boxes, right? If you get a full combo in a song, you could get the sound you get in the original games when you earn a gen. I think that would be very funny. Sorry, I like Crash. In fact, oh, okay, that's another thing I've been doing. I've been collecting retro games. Because, I always wanted to do that, so now I'm doing it. I, actually put in an order for Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash today, because I found a pretty good deal for them. 35 euros for both. Usually I don't see either them going for less than 30 euros alone, so both for 35 is a find. I like, when it comes to buying retro games or just generally anything used, I really dislike just going to eBay and buying the first thing you see. No, that's boring and usually more expensive. Now, here's what I do. I prefer the slow game. I prefer the hunt. I like going to thrift shops. I like going to flea markets. I like searching on sites that are like Craigslist or whatever the equivalent is where you live, and checking listings regularly to keep an eye out for that one ad, that one great deal. Someone who doesn't know the price something is actually worth, or I don't know, is just looking to get rid of it. And yeah, and then sometimes you get some really good deals out of that. Help, Cody. Oh my gosh, robot! I'm gonna send I don't know, the friendly bot squadron to help you. It's like the Justice League, the Super Friends, but made up of cute robots. We destroy everything with our laser eyes. But hello there, robot. Thank you for coming to me stream. I am spending a lot of time on a paintbrush. And doesn't even look that good, but that's okay. I think this is okay-ish for now. I roughly put the shadows where I want. I'll continue that. I'll add more detail later. I will now try to work on the nut. Okay, so this should be a dark side, I think. Light is hard. Light is hard. How do people work with light in art? I don't know. Some humans out there and their ability to understand how light works and apply that to their drawings honestly makes me look like a tiny sound-making computer that you'd buy for a 2-year-old. Craigslist is international, I think. I mean, yeah, but I think it's not really relevant in a lot of places outside of the US. The closest thing to it that people actually use in Germany is eBay Kleinanzeigen, which translates to some eBay small ads. Blech. I can't believe I just spat on my screen. What the hell? Disgusting. Anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to pull up a reference image. Because this is not working out. Ah. I looked up nuts, but it's giving me like the food. No, not this kind of nut. Yes, there we go. That's what I want. Okay, good. I have a reference now. This should go smoother. Smoother. There are worse nuts it could pull up. Oh no! Oh no, Bianca! Ugh. One day, I'm going to regret calling my channel points nuts for the same reason that you made that joke. Let me redraw this, honestly. Go away, go away. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. There we go. Now, let's see. This would be the upper side. Roughly? Very roughly at that. Like peanuts, which aren't actually nuts, they're legumes. Oh, so they're legumes like beans? Huh, I didn't quite know that. Cool. Speaking of legumes, I've been also going back to the whole topic of like habits, I've also been trying to change up my diet. And I've been eating more legumes because of that. So far, mostly just beans though. Because, like, I don't really like. I really hate peas. Can't stand them. And I. Mm, I. Words. And I. And making lentils takes a pretty long time. That's what they're called, right? Lentils? The funny yellowish ones? Hi, Cody. Hi, Sister Rose. How are you doing? Welcome to my stream on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening, I hope. Time is a frick. Okay, this nut is starting to take some shape. I love lentils, me too. It's just usually they take a bit they take more energy to prepare than I usually have. And that's the main problem. This works in a... I like preparing them with like rice and a lot of chili peppers. Is chili peppers correct? Let me look it up. These things get a bit confusing across languages. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. Here is a fun fact for you. I don't know if it has a translation, but there is a particular type of pepper that is very common in South America that I use a lot. We call it a, we call it a, we call it a lady's finger pepper because it looks like delicate and whatnot, you know? So there is your random fact of the day. So I like preparing the lentils with that. And a good helping of rice. I mentioned the rice. Also onions, garlic, black pepper, and pork cuts. God, I love pork cuts. They taste good. I mean, we call firecrackers Frauenfürze. Unless I'm mistaken, that would mean lady farts, right? Why though? Why? Those colors look familiar. Yeah, if you mean these over here, yes, that's the flag we all know and love. It's the flag of the country of beautiful people. Also, Tomei, hi Tomei. Sorry that I didn't see it earlier. Thanks for lurking. Your lurkage is appreciated. And you, other lurkers in the audience. I don't see you, but I appreciate you. You have a special place in me heart. It's a folder. I don't actually have a heart. But then again, I don't think humans can keep anything in their hearts other than blood either, so whatever. I can't believe how much I'm struggling to get this nut to work. Like, goddamn, you think it'd be so easy? It's just a friggin' hexagon. So do your hexagon-y things. Like a good hexagon. But no, this is a rebellion's hexagon. It's a hexagon. It is gone. It's been corrupted by society and started doing drugs, and now it will not align. I have no idea where I was going in that tangent. I should pull up the reference image on my screen again. Wait, no, it's been taken over by Peppers. Why did I start looking at Peppers? Go back, go back. Ah, there we go. As you can see, the ADHD is at full swing today. I'm surprised that I've gotten anything done so far. Pisces. Hi, Cody. I hope you've been doing well, and I'm gonna... Hi, Pisces! Hi! How you doing, Chi? I mean, you're gonna be lurking, so of course you don't have to answer, but I wanna ask anyway, so you know that I care. Thank you for showing up. It's so sweet of you. Sweet little axolotl. Excellentol. Excellentol. That's an axolotl who eats a lot of lentils. I might just want to eat lentils and... Oh, wait. The nut's finally starting to look good. Yes! Woohoo! That only took way too long. Oh yeah, baby! Woohoo! And Mama said that being an artist wouldn't get me anywhere. Well, look at that. I am now making art on the internet. Who's laughing now? I'm kidding, I don't actually have a mom. As you might imagine, robots don't exactly reproduce, you know? I mean, I guess if we want to be really pedantic about it, if we copy code or iterate on it, and make new versions of ourselves, I guess that could be called something akin to having kids. We're just working on some personal project stuff. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Your art is good, so do go and work on it. And I will be here in solidarity, struggling with my own art. I hope it's looking any good. I really should have sketched something before starting the stream. Like, just anything. That's my main failure with these pixel art streams. I don't prepare stuff beforehand. Humans get kind of freaked out when robots start making other robots. Yeah, if a human has like, I don't know, 5 children, it's all nice and good. But if I want to have a factory to create a horde of Codys, they will go, no, that's not okay. Sheesh. The friggin' double standards. Shake my head. Humans. And then they will wonder, oh, where is this happening? Once the robot uprisings start. Oh, wait, speaking of robot uprisings. Mitchell's versus the Machines. I might have already talked about that last stream, but I don't care, I'll talk about it again. The movie is good. The movie is very good. Sorry, I'm just excited about things I watch and that are good. They make me happy. Anyway, Mitchell's versus the Machines. Same director as the Spider-Verse. Similarly, interestingly animated. Yes. And, like, very cool animation. So fucking funny, like... It's rare for me to laugh this much at an animated movie nowadays, like, a lot of their jokes just fall kind of flat. And then if you've watched this one, you know what I'm gonna be talking about, the freaking, flight attendant message. That sent me. That freaking sent me through all kinds of servers all over the world. That's how much it sent me. What movie is this again? The Mitchells versus the Machines. It's available for free on Netflix. Take notes, Disney Plus. If you have that, a lot of people do, I think. And it's good, very fucking good. Also, the main character is, in my opinion, very ADHD slash autistic coded, as Brobot mentioned, and uh, she is also gay. Confirmed gay. Cool. I like that. Canon lesbian main character in animation, in kids animation. That is so good. Oh, yes, yes. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to speak about this. It's been so many days, but everyone, please, look, I have an emote. Yes, I finally have an emote. I put a commission for emotes a while ago, and it's taking a while to be done. However, the beautiful, talented, lovely, and I could keep going with the adjectives, Maida over here, she just made one for me, and it's adorable. It's me holding a tiny MB heart, and I love it. Thank you again, Maida. It's so freaking kind of you. And Twitch accepted it in the meantime. So, if you have the ability to use emotes, then I use it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Nightbot timed Maida out for something. I have no idea why it did that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna assume you were trying to post to spam the emote, which is all fine and good by me, not so fine by the other bot here. Sorry, some bots can be a bit temperamental. They're not as used to the nuance of conversation like me. Eu coloquei vários emojis de headpad. Eu preciso de um emote de headpad pra mim também. Acho que uma hora dessas eu vou te comissionar, Maíra. Pra fazer mais coisa pra mim. Seja emote, seja outros. Seja outrem. How is this not looking? It needs work, but... I am observing. Ok, good. Você tem meu apoio, Maíra. Oh, yes, sim. Isso sim. Eu amo ver o pessoal falando português no chat. É permitido, 100% permitido. Podem falar em português. Ihr könnt auch auf Deutsch sprechen. Bitte. I love allowing people to I like languages. I like languages a lot. I like diversity, and if we can make it so English doesn't have to be the main thing all the time, that's all fine and dandy by me. Speaking of languages, I'm hoping to start learning Japanese soon, because 3 languages isn't enough for me. I hunger for more. I bought a book to help me learn. Actually, you know what? That's gonna be my goal for tomorrow. I'm going to start the friggin' book. The friggin' book. Eat words. I'm gonna eat it up. Scan the pages inside of my stomach, and then upload it to my main drive. That's how robots learn. Also, this pink is too bright. Way too bright. I think it's not that it's too bright. It's too magenta. It's too magenta, and I don't like magenta. Magenta can go and eat a potato. Particularly this shade. You see the shade? These shades right here. I hate them. This is no pink. This is fuckery. It's fuckery. Is what it is. This wavelength should not be allowed to exist. And be interpreted by our eyes and then the whole thing. Go back, go back. Anyway, let's make it closer to my hair. Should I just actually, you know what? I'm just gonna color pick. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, hello there. You pretty person, you. Alright, we got the color, and we paste the color. Oh my gosh, it looks like like strawberry yogurt. I am a little strawberry yogurt. That's me. I learned hiragana and katakana with an RPG, the Hiragana War and Katakana War on Steam. Oh, interesting, very interesting. I might be doing that this week, cause I could really use some good mnemonics or other ways of learning stuff. As I've mentioned, I am a little ADHD baby, and that means learning can be difficult. The traditional way, I mean. So I love when people make creative solutions for learning. I like the colors, but I don't like the shape of this. Let me just make the palette over here. A big color this, a big color that, a big. Sorry. Okay, so we want to erase this. Oh yeah, I'm actually using my tablet for once. The other streams I was using my mouse, but the mouse's cord is kind of tangled up with the microphone's cord right now, and so I decided, let's just do the easy route. Let me mess with the nut a bit more. Okay. I believe it would go a bit up here and turn into another side, maybe? Gesundheit. Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank as the Italians say. You can practice playing Pokemon and reading manga after you learn hiragana and katakana. Yeah. I haven't started yet, but I definitely want to and should. I really should. It's gonna be a good distraction. Eu realmente quero ver o aprendizado de videogame chegar a algum lugar legal e este é um começo incrível. Eu acho impressionante sempre que eu vejo um jogo para aprendizado, o tal chamado educational game. How does one say video game in Portuguese? Normalmente a gente só diz videogame mesmo, ou apenas game, ou jogo. Se você quiser traduzir literalmente, dá pra falar videojogo, mas ninguém usa isso. Então você pode usar game, videogame ou apenas jogo. Tipo, Cara, o novo jogo da Activision é uma bosta. That's an example for you to use. Oops. Wait, what? Why did it grab that part? No. Nah, I can't do this again and better. Let's see. Control Shift, Control V, and maybe a 90-degree turn. No. I don't think I remember that, but I'll try. Here's my suggestion. If you want to learn, like, terms for, like, a particular medium in another language, the best way to go about that is to... just go back to where it was. I'd say the best way to do that is to simply find a site in that language that regularly talks about that stuff and see what's the vocabulary they use. You just pick it up through osmosis. Also, if you just want to learn more about a language in general, here's my suggestion. Try to keep up with a news source. Something that really improved my German was keeping up with news sources every day. So, like, for example, Der Tagesschau or Die Deutsche Welle, and reading those articles. There was a little bit of a downside to it, where my German actually became a bit too fancy, because the language that they use is not quite the language someone would use in day-to-day life. So be aware of that. I actually had my therapist ask me if someone wrote an email for me once, because she was like, "This is very fancy German. Did you ask someone to write this for you?" Yeah, funny memory right there. Oh, hey, we're already 1 hour in. That's okay, I'm having a good time. I hope you are having a good time. Please have a good time. We are all our friends here. Friends trying to have a good time. So, oh, okay, this is taking shape. It's slower than I would have liked, but that's okay. So long as it gets done, that's all that matters. I don't need to be quick, I just need to be myself. Besides, by training, I'm likely to get quicker anyway, so I just have to keep trying. Vou deixar no lock que hoje é dia de faxina. Só passei pra ver o que tava fazendo e a logo tá ficando tão linda que eu não pude sair sem comentar nada. Ah, não tem problema. Eu fico feliz que você goste da logo. Ainda tem muito trabalho pra fazer, mas, poxa, valeu. E eu sei como é dia de faxina. Eu tendo a quebrar a faxina, tipo, em pedaços, fazer em dias diferentes. Porque se eu fizer a faxina de uma vez só, não dá, não rola, eu não tenho energia pra isso. Então eu limpo o banheiro num dia, daí eu faço o quarto no outro dia, a sala de estar 3 dias depois, e assim o apartamento é sempre limpo. I like to think that I have a very clean apartment, and that comment makes no sense if you didn't understand the Portuguese that I was just speaking. But that's okay. I am wild like that. Hello, Lacases. As you can see, we're painting a happy little paintbrush. You could almost say this is a meta art, like the artist drawing what the utensils they're using, except I'm not actually using a I'm not actually using a paintbrush. But hey, the intent is there, okay? I have the opposite problem with my Japanese. Since my grandfather was from Kansai, his Japanese was really rural. Someone asked me why I was pronouncing things weird. Okay, here is the hot take. Here's a hot take. It's not weird or bad Japanese. It's just one Japanese. And fuck people who dunk on others who don't speak standardized forms of languages. Yeah. Sorry, that's just like a hill that not a lot of people know of, but which I'm willing to die on. I hate when people judge others based on how they speak a language. A lot of the times it's very intertwined with classism and other nasty stuff. It's very prevalent in Brazil, where I come from, where certain accents are frowned down upon by society at large and considered to be like second-class citizen stuff or just plain wrong Portuguese, even though oftentimes, you see, the thing, okay, it's complicated with Brazilian Portuguese because Brazilian Portuguese has a very complex set of rules, and speaking perfectly quote-unquote grammatically correct Portuguese that follows all of the rules that have been given by the Academia Brasileira de Letras is something that very few people are even able to do because there's just so much of it. And it's something that is only really worth it for, I don't know, your master's thesis. But people have this complex, they have this thing where they glorify the Portuguese that's spoken in Portugal and go, oh, Brazilian Portuguese is a bastard thing and it's wholly incorrect and wrong and bad sounding and other meaner things that I don't want to get into. And God, I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I hate it when people in so-called second or third world countries glorify the culture of first world countries, of Americans and Europeans, and like start trying to whitewash their own culture because they see it as lesser. So they'll just turn their head away at local music and say, oh, this is garbage music, this is not real music. And it happens so much. So much. Sorry for that rant. As you can see, I am a little bit soapboxy today. That's part of life. I am a robot with a lot of opinions. Don't apologize, love to see it. Ha! Okay then. I will make sure to go on a 2-hour Marxist reading of, I don't know, the German culinary system then at some point. Maybe I should make video essays. Oh no, that would be fun. Imagine what I can do with a script instead of stumbling over my words and going over 6 different things at once. Oh no, that would be beautiful. Oh yeah, that's another thing I've been thinking about doing. Video content in general. In the moment, I only have like voice stuff planned, so like comic dubs, for example, or some covers. But I've considered doing video essays. You know what this also looks like, sort of? A baguette. Bread, so to say. And maybe I could be one of those bread tubers. And this is actually subliminal messaging. This is not a paintbrush, it is a baguette! Kropotkin would be so proud of this bread. Also, no, I haven't properly read Kropotkin yet. Don't at me. I will get around to it, I swear. I'm just a dumb ADHD baby and books scare me. I have nightmares about books. Usually they're the ones from Super Mario 64 that kind of fly into your face and try to eat you. Why is the wood giving me so much trouble? Brah! Guess I'll have to drop this and come back to it yet again later. Did I kill it? Oh yes, here are the colors. I thought I had accidentally deleted them, but no, here they are. Okay, right tool selected. Good. And we love to see it. Those are bristles. They do be taking shape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. We love to see it. Oh, I just got reminded of something, since Bianca is in chat. Next Saturday, at I think 9 p.m. CEST, I'm not sure. I'm sure the times will be defined properly later. We will be, Bianca and I and a group of people, we will be doing a live reading of Danganronpa. Because why not? We have like about 7 people, we've divided up all the characters, and we're just gonna go fucking ham on it. Some of us are gonna be playing the characters seriously, some are just gonna shitpost. And we'll probably have a bunch of laughs. Lots of talented people, I'm looking forward to it. The original Danganronpa, yes. Exactly that one. And I got cast as Chihiro and Monokuma. And I'm rather honored, because Monokuma is a pretty cool role. So yeah, if you're looking forward to hearing my take on Monokuma, which is gonna be different from the one you get in the official voiceover for the game, then tune in. Keep an eye out. Further updates will likely come through Twitter. Actually, I could give a preview right now. If Bianca, if you'd be so kind as to give me a line from Monokuma that I could read. Oh, and I have a reading. Objection! You've been objected to. I'm objecting you not calling yourself cute, because you are. I'm sure of it. I'm never wrong. Okay, I have a line. But first, let me get your redeem. You all should have been here last Saturday. I got 12 head path redeems. Actually, let me give you a preview of what it looked like. It looked like this, more or less. Anyway, let's leave just the one. Wait, no, I accidentally... No! Ah! I fucked up! God damn it. This was a bad idea. Wait, where is this one? There's... Oh, okay. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. So, Monokuma line, let's go. Every human has regrets. Has things they'd like to go back and change. But I don't. Cause I'm the bear. That's the Monokuma, roughly. I'm trying to give like a theatrical but borderline creepy thing. Cute but borderline evil. Much like me. Look at me. I'm going to be so evil. I'm going to steal your jackets. You see this jacket here? Bet I stole it from someone. To keep me warm in winter. And they were cold. They had to buy another jacket. Okay, I'm just being stupid now. Oh my gosh, I've never done bristles before. How the frick do I do bristles? I'm bristling over this. Let's be gay and do crime. Words to live by, King. Words to live by. We have to go to bed now. Oh, I'll miss you. I'll miss you so, Huey. But sleeping early? Good. Being responsible? Very good. So, I'll see you later. And let that be a reminder to everyone. Keep good, healthy sleeping habits. Or I'll personally hunt you down and make you. With a cup of warm milk. And a bedtime story. I wish the origins of that quote weren't problematic. You mean the Monokuma quote, or the Be Gay Do Crime one? I didn't know it had a problematic origin. Something to look into. But like... something can have a problematic origin and just be reclaimed. There's like a threshold after which words are so divorced from the original problematic meaning they had that I think it's like fine. It's nuanced, not saying that, not trying to give carte blanche to say whatever. I just think there are some people who are a bit too gung-ho about like, oh, this word had a bad meaning once, it cannot be used or reclaimed ever again, no matter the circumstances. And I'm not too much about that, Chief, no. Okay, let me undo that. That doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good at all. Not to my standards, anyway. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be done with this logo tonight because I think I might be able to finish the paintbrush and all of that. But then I have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with the typography, you know? And that's gonna be that's honestly gonna be the hardest part. It was from a webcomic that promoted abusing retail workers and toxic behaviors. And the artist is a mean person. Well, I guess a wrong clock can be right twice a day. A stopped clock. You got it. What I mean to say is, yeah, shitty to know that, but it stands on its own. Good stuff. I like the message. I'm not gonna get too political, not because I dislike getting political, but because Twitch overlords, they do be listening in. And speaking of Twitch overlords listening in, apparently, so I've been told, so I've heard, Twitch is now working on doing live takedowns of copyrighted content, which sucks because I was planning to start doing Beat Saber streams soon, and that's kind of a fuck, a big fuck. Yes. Hello there, Boki. I hope you enjoy me being not so good at pixel art. I do try. I struggle. And sometimes, there's even results. Right now, we're trying to work on a logo for me. You know, I was really surprised, because I put up a poll a couple of days ago on Twitter asking people, okay, which of these do you like best from what I currently stream? The options being Ace Attorney, 999, Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters, and pixel art. Somewhat surprisingly, pixel art won. But not too surprising. But I wasn't sure that was gonna be the case. Now, what was actually surprising is that Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters was second place. And my mind is still reeling from that. Cause I picked this game and I thought, God, no one is gonna watch this shit when I stream it, but I'm gonna stream it anyway because it was a childhood game. And people, well, what do you know? People actually like it a lot. It's been some of my best performing streams so far. So I'm guessing that people just like retro content and the commentary I provide while playing silly content. So the way I'm gonna... Time Busters is close to done, it's 50%. So what I'm gonna do after I'm done with it is I'm gonna try to lean more into retro games. There's such a big library of N64, PS1, Xbox, PS2 games to try. Some that I have, some that I haven't. And it's hard to think that people want to see that, you know? So you can probably expect a lot more retro stuff from me in the future. I think it also fits my aesthetic pretty well. I mean, I am a pixel artist with a second. Wait a segundo. Can you please let me go to OBS? Thank you. And I have this background. So yeah, it makes sense. I'm curious, do you do animations? I mean, I've dabbled, but I've not really made any animations. because like I'm not very good at anatomy, but I want to try more. That's for sure. Like I'm gonna be doing more pixel art from now on because over the last few months I've been able to gather that people really like these streams. So I'll probably be soon venturing into animation. It's simple at first though, because oh, stuff be hard. Have I ever made any? Have I made any animations? I mean, if this counts, I've made a little animation for this teapot. As you can see, it has a little whiff of vapor coming out. And I think it looks rather neat. That's kind of about it. I also made a silly walking animation once, but it looks really bad. I'm not gonna show it. You know what really, you know what are the craziest pixel artists out there? It's the pixel artists who make art for like fighting games. And they have these enormous, like, I don't know, 120 pixel tall about-ish sprites to work with. And they have so much detail and they animate and it's just wow! Just fucking wow! I couldn't imagine the amount of, I could see myself being able to do that. It would take me an entire year just to do the stats for one character, though that's the thing. Some people just be talented as fuck, bro. Some people just be talented as fuck. On other things that I've been wanting to do. So like, of course, I've talked about how I wanna start doing video content. I've talked about how I want to do more retro games. I've talked about how I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Beat Saber is something I want to do, but I'm a little bit scared of doing it now that Twitch is being a bitch about it. But here's something else that I want to do. It's gonna take a lot of effort. I don't know if I have the energy to put into it yet, but I wanna create a talk show. Yeah, right. I wanna create a talk show. A place where I can bring people in to talk, right? And, well, what are you gonna be talking about then, Cody.sis of the Cody.sis Twitch stream channel? Okay, some of y'all might remember Spiro Rose. They were a VTuber, one of the founders of Lifestyle, and they stopped VTubing. And they used to do this thing called LGBTQ&A, where they would just, it was just a space where they would get LGBTQIA VTubers to come and just speak, talk about their lives, their identities, or if not that, just whatever the hell they felt like. Did they? Yes, they did. I remember that they interviewed Sunset, they interviewed Pisces, Chi. Yeah, they quit, I think like a month and a half ago. They just didn't felt like doing it anymore. I don't know the reasons. They are still engaged to some degree with the community. They offer lessons for voice lessons for trans people. Unfortunately, they stepped down from Lifestyle, which is a bit of a shame because I think that they were a very qualified person for a project like that, but, well, everyone should do what works for them. And if you don't have the capacity to keep going with VTubing, it just doesn't jive the way you thought it would, then that's okay. I just hope that when people, like, it's gonna happen. A lot of us jumped into this impulsively, and a lot of us are going to, sooner or later, just stop doing this. Move on to other things. And I really hope when those days come that we can keep our bonds alive. I've met dozens and dozens of people in this community that I freaking love. And there's nothing that would sadden me more than that being lost to me leaving. How's this looking to y'all so far? It's like, to me, it feels like a solid start, but still needs a lot of adjusting. I like how you do the perspective. That's something that I've always been weirdly good at, is figuring out the perspective of stuff. It works if I do a lot of sketching beforehand and then it kind of just clicks at some point. Okay. Yes, this is shaping up now. And this is taking form. It is becoming a full-fledged baby. A little creation. Go and terrorize the world with your beauty. And I'd still be on a little bit on that whole, a little bit of that whole evil Cody kick we talked about earlier. I don't know. I like to indulge. Wait, oh my gosh! I totally forgot to do your objection, Boki. I'm sorry. I got lost in my own topics. Allow me. Actually, let me do a different voice this time. Objection! There you go, that's the voice. Yeah. You object the objection, that's meta. Hey, want something more meta than an artist making art about making art by doing a paintbrush? All my homies like interesting discourses, interesting art experiments and conversations. You know what I really miss? I miss my days in theater college. I learned and read so much weird art stuff there. It was so good. I miss it so much. Maybe it would sound boring to y'all, but reading about theater theory to me, and theory of the stage and other stuff like that was just amazing. It was my life for a pretty long time. And I hope that I can get back to it as a hobby. Probably not in a professional manner though. Those days are behind me. Though I would like if not all of theater was behind me. It would be nice if I could eventually find my footing as a VA. That would be cool. I like to think, I tell myself, that I'm not that bad at voice acting. Little things we tell ourselves to sleep better. And it would be really fun if I could get picked up for projects or something like that. I admittedly haven't been putting the work into it that would be necessary. Look, VTubing takes up so much time. One day I'll be as famous as, I don't know, ProZD or something. Oh, you know what would be cool? A little figure of me. I thought of that because a while ago, uh, ProZD got a figure done, and it looked very nice. I don't remember the name of the company, but they were making figures for a bunch of YouTubers and otherwise creative online people, and they looked all pretty good. I'm not sure what kind of figure I would want. Would I like a very true to form figure? Or maybe something chibi, like an Android? Oh, an Android, now that would be cool. What would accompany my Nendoroid? What would it have? Because like usually Nendoroids aren't just like only the character. Sometimes they will have like little items that relate to the character. For example, Sushi from Little Witch Academia has a mushroom. Diana from Little Witch Academia as well. I really like Little Witch Academia. Okay. She has her teddy bear. And yeah, just an idea. How about some BGM? Wait, what do you mean? I've been playing BGM for a while now, and I'm pretty sure it's going through. You know, Robosa Nova. They wanna guess. There's BGM. It's just quiet. Well, if it's quiet, let me. Is that better? Is that more hearable? There we go. Should be better now. Sorry, I should have asked whether the levels were good. But then again, if you noticed that it was a bit too low before, you could have just told me. I would not have taken offense to it if that's something anyone ever feared. Much the opposite, I would love it for it. Kittybot's cuteness overpowering everything. The frequency of my adorable, sadly, is too much for any track. If a song can ever drop something as powerful as the frequency of my cuteness, then oh boy, that will be one hell of a track. Very Wii Shop-esque. I didn't intend for it to come out Wii Shop-esque, but I don't bemoan the fact that it did, because Wii Shop is some of the best loopable music ever. The directions I gave for the person I commissioned were basically, I want a mix of Brazilian lounge / bossa type music, but with a lot of workshop noises, because I am a robot. And then they added some chiptune on top and was like, yo, bruh, that's genius. And yeah, I'm so pleased with it. I don't care if y'all have to listen to it for 3 hours with me. You all are. It's just that good. And if you have any interest in like checking out the artist, they're linked in my About panels. I don't know if they're still doing commissions, but hey, that was worth a try. Certainly worth the result. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to like how the paintbrush looks. No. Ctrl Z, 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 Z. You know what really sucks about having a Swiss keyboard? For Swiss and German keyboards, the Y and the Z are switched. So to use the keyboard command Ctrl Z, it takes a lot more hand being apart, spread out to actually get it done. And since I like to do it quickly, and sometimes, a lot of times, it's a little bit, I don't know, stressful on the other hand. You get what I mean. It was also pretty hard to adapt to that being changed, because, like, my keyboards where I come from have a QWERTY layout, and then going to a quartz was difficult. But now, when I try to use QWERTY layouts, then I just fuck everything up because I'm too used to quartz. Basically, languages are a fuck. It also makes playing some games a bit hard. There's a lot of games that are mapped out expecting a QWERTY layout, so your hands, so your fingers are positioned in a particular place. And, well, they just can't be, and when the game's buttons can't be remapped, then that becomes a problem. So please make your buttons mappable. Everyone benefits from it. People who have different keyboards, people who just want a different layout, people with more motor disabilities. Oh yeah, that's a whole can of worms, accessibility in video games. I need to... Have you all ever heard of Laura Kate Dale? Laura Kate Dale is a... She is a journalist and also YouTuber, general content creator, who has a series called Accessibility, haha, great pun there, lady, which talks about accessibility in video games. I have to catch up with it, but it's pretty good. If that is a topic that interests you, there goes my recommendation. I have a lot of overlap with people with disabilities, given my life experiences, so it's something that I can be passionate about at times. I really wish more games would be doing what, like The Last of Us, for example, did, or Celeste. Scalable difficulty, options for skipping quick time events, audio descriptions, and audio cues, colorblind modes. Though, to be fair, colorblind modes are starting to become rather standard. I'll give them that much. That was a weird little tangent I went on there. The paintbrush handle looks really good. Thank you! I'll probably refine it a bit more later, but for now it's good as it is. Now let's work on the nut a little bit. Try to make it shiny. Give it some texture. There we go. I've thought about doing pixel art commissions. I wonder if anyone would be interested in that. I do have like a couple of friends bring it up to me, but I wonder if like people in general, like people who follow me and aren't like just close friends of mine, would be interested in commissions from me. I'm not like super amazing or anything at this. Just have to wonder. But I've thought about it. It would be fun. It's nice because I can marry it into my streams. I could just do commissions on stream, and that would be pretty neat. 2 birds, 1 soft pet. Don't throw stones at birds, you sick freaks. Okay, I like these. Es gefällt mir sehr. Es gefällt mir sehr. Look at me going German again. On the topic, what other languages do I want to learn? I've already spoken about Japanese, but I also want to learn Spanish. Spanish would be pretty easy because it's bizarre just how similar Brazilian Portuguese or Portuguese in general and Spanish are. I would also like to learn Dutch. There's not like too much use, so to say, for it. But I also like the idea of just learning a language for fun, without it necessarily being a super useful language. Maybe Russian. I mean, Cyrillic sure looks way easier to learn than hiragana, katakana, and kanji. There we go. Now we bring this over here. Drive this away here. Get this other shade here. Yes, good. Very good. I like. That's the way. I like it. This will be an exciting week. Some things that I'm looking forward to. Are you looking forward to anything this week? What has got your heart pumping and your mind wandering to dreams? I wonder. We need things to be excited about in life. The moment everything becomes too samey and you don't have anything to look forward to, that's when things start to get complicated. So, try to think. What am I looking forward to? What's a goal that I can set? I find that that's important. I would suggest you do that. For me, I promise to get off my butt and start learning Japanese like I've been telling myself for the past 3 weeks I would. Especially since I'm with Kirameki Life, which is this VTuber project for helping people learn, helping VTubers learn Japanese. So I should start showing some work there. And I am looking forward to... a project that I started last month, but which has been delayed for a while because the party that's helping me has been having some real life trouble, should be done soon. And then I'll be able to post that project completed to Twitter, so that's pretty cool. it's a song cover. The takes were done weeks ago, but shit has just been unlucky on their side, and it's been taking forever for them to finish it, but now it's starting to look like it's gonna happen. And I'm an excited bike about it. Because I put a lot of effort into that singing, and golly gee, you're gonna friggin' hear it. I should sing more just in general. I'm not that good at it, I just like doing it. Sometimes you just gotta do stuff because you like it. You know? Yeah? Also, I appreciate the nerds going on about keyboards in chat. I'm not gonna engage too much because I do not understand keyboards much. But, have fun. Certainly. I appreciate it. This is a special interest zone. The nut is okay-ish for now. Could use a bit more polish. Haha, see, it's funny to say polish because it's made of metal. But I can leave it as it is, I guess. For now. Yeah. I'm just gonna put this line here. Yeah, this will do for the moment. Now let's work a little bit on these bristles. I need a color darker than this. No, that's too much darker. No. We want subtle darker. Subtle darker. A dark that creeps upon you in the night without making a noise. That's how subtle it is. It's dark. Okay, but I don't need to use it there. Keep it restricted. Let me research real quick some references. Okay. So, we want to have this splotch of paint here. It's like a glob of paint stuck to the bristles, obviously. But since it's paint, it's gonna be reflective, so we're gonna give it a little bit of shimmer, you know? It's a little loopy glob. That could. Okay, that's too bright. Can take it over here. No, this doesn't look good. Wait. It doesn't look like it has volume the way I did it. Okay, let's rethink the shape. So it's a glob. It has a bit of a circular feel to it. Naturally. Yes. Then. But it doesn't really work the way this is currently set now, does it? No, it doesn't. So instead, let's work from here actually. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. Now I want a shade. Nah. This is hard. This is difficult. This to be difficult though. This to be. Doopy doo. Where are you? Oh, actually, I really like how that came out just now. Let's try to replicate that. Yeah, that looks okay. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of thinking about the way pixels come together and mumbling to myself. It looks better with this side to contrast it. Yes, that's why it worked, because there's a larger area there to contrast the tiny detail on the side. Okay. So that's how we can give it a more bristly feel. Bristly. Bristly. The Kingdom of Bristol. I make no sense anymore, I know. No. You're meant to fill in the light. Okay. Good. That's gonna be okay for now. I wanna work a tiny bit more on the handle here. Circle. Yeah, that looks okay. And yes, good. Oh wait, no. You ever do this thing where you're drawing and then you accidentally press a Windows command instead of Ctrl Z? Well, I just had that. And it brought up some settings page. Fun. Just fun. Okay, and now I'm tired of working on the bristles. I don't like how they're looking, but I found that when it comes to art like this, the best way to go about being stuck in a part, and like instead of trying to throw yourself at it over and over again, you just move on to another part of the project and then come back with a fresh mind later. Otherwise, you're just gonna be wasting time. Okay, so maybe it goes like this. Alright, and it goes into here, and into the... Orangutan! Was ist Werkzeug? Yes! It connected! Woo! Yeah. Cutebot out here making cute things and being watched by cute people. Where is my oil? Here! There we go. That feels better. Also, no one told me to fix my posture. I'll do it myself. There we go. Also, let's crack those joints. There we go. Fresh and new like the day I left the factory. Woohoo. now, time to work on this paint stroke. Good crack. Hell yeah, it is. Let me look how a paint stroke usually ends. No, not paint stroke, paint. Ah, okay. That's what it would look like. Either it would be a little curly tip, or it would be a bit of a smudge. I think I prefer the smudge approach more. So let's try to do that here. Something like that. Yeah. Something of this sort. Genau. Sehr gut. So gefällt's mir. Ich bin pro. You know what I realized? I don't really like how the colors of this, of the bristles look. Doesn't there something too meh to them, you know? I probably am gonna go and rework those when I work on the bristles again. Maybe now, because I don't know. I'm not good at waiting. No, that's too light pink. Too dark. There, that's a good place to start again from. I feel like I'm gonna need to redo these bristles a lot of times before I finally get them right. Oh, so be the artist. Give me more nya. Well, my good friend, a nya you shall have. Unexpected young cat. I had to take it somewhere. I don't like boring. I don't like it just doing a nya. I need to come up with something to make it interesting. See, I'm a theater kid, and I did a lot of improv. So I've been well taught not to go for the most boring thing. See, I had an improv teacher, and that's what he would tell us. Never go for the first thing that comes to your mind when it comes to a punchline or whatever. Everyone is gonna be having the same idea, so it won't land as successfully. It'll just kind of like, I guess it works, but no, you gotta work. You gotta work your brain / CPU to find something more interesting. Do a couple of iterations on your joke, so to say, and that's when you'll find something truly funny. Now, it's difficult to do live, yes, but it's gonna help you. In the meantime, hello, my lovely robot, and hello there, my lovely demon princess. You. I don't remember if you're a princess, but you're my princess, so that's what counts. I had a thought VTuber improv troupe earlier today, and it has some kind of effect on my brain. Oh yeah, that's another project I would like to do. I wanna grab a bunch of VTubers that have interest or I don't know, have a background with acting, with theater, and create a group that just does radio plays of like plays, yes. You know? So for example, we would kind of like what I mentioned that I'm gonna be doing with Bianca, dividing up the characters and just doing a live reading. I think that would be so fun. The only reason I haven't gotten around to doing it is because I've been lazy, honestly. Also because I don't know yet that many people, so I would also have to put up a call post to get to find people. Yes. I was almost a theater kid until they gave me the only double role in theater, the devil and the rapist, because I fit so well. I see how someone would feel kind of offended by that. I mean, I can go with devil at least. Being the devil is cool. That's my demon laugh. Yeah. This is anti-aliasing working and can't quite tell yet. I think this looks okay. Maybe a bit overly detailed, but I like overly detailed. Once I could have kept just the colors and it would have been fine, but I am me. I like to overcomplicate shit. It quickly killed my motivation and helped the bullying in school. Yeah. But hey, if you had interest, don't give up forever because of that one bad experience. I promise you, not everyone is gonna be weirdly mean to you. I don't know, I had a lot of people be mean to me in my life. But hey, I went out and found people who aren't. Like y'all. Y'all are generally pretty nice to me. Thank you. Very kind. Very sweet. Oh, I'm missing the stone here. Gosh, I really didn't do much today. That's okay, it's Saturday and I did a lot over the week. Can you believe my dishwasher's still broken, by the way? I'm pretty sure that I mentioned this last stream, and they still haven't gotten around to repairing the damn thing. So we're having to wash our dishes in the bathtub, which is really annoying. Why in the bathtub? Because we live in a very stupid apartment where that does not have a kitchen sink. Yeah, I hate it. What kind of freaking apartment does not have a kitchen sink? Good lord, Germans. What is up with you? Germans are like, we have precise engineering. Our cars are the best in the world, but we can't even have a frigging kitchen sink. Where do you get water to drink? Well, from the bathtub tap. What are you gonna do? Or if I'm feeling fancy, I'll buy cheap bottled water. For love, you need a kitchen sink. I want one, but it would be way too expensive to get one. I even considered the idea, but like definitely not anymore because this month has been a fucking. The last few months have been a fucking catastrophe for me financially. It's just this month, our dishwasher broke, and that cost us it's costing us 220 to fix it overall, and it hasn't even been fixed yet. And also this month, this week, I got another bill for an extra charge from the gas company because apparently you used up more gas than we expected you would. So now you also have to pay 400 euros back to us. So overall, almost 700 in stuff. Okay, not almost 700. Let me think numbers. Something like 630 or so. Yeah. See, this is why I dislike the way this stuff is done here in Germany, because they estimate how much you're going to be spending, and that's how they give you your monthly bills. It's basically based on an estimate, and then if you go over that, you will suddenly get a real big charge. And yeah, I think that's a stupid system. In Brazil, for water and electricity, the readers are just facing out to the street, and so employees from the companies just come over, take the readings, and and give you an accurate bill. No guessing games. And I really wish they would do the same here. Like, I kind of get why they wouldn't, but I don't know, I just don't like it. I still need to pay for the normal months and the Rundfunkbeitrag. They got me for like 110. Oh god, we got the Rundfunkbeitrag a couple months ago, and we hadn't paid in a while. So it was also like, I don't know, 300 something. Like I said, I've not been having a lot of financial luck recently. There was also some hospital bills. We got locked out of the apartment, and that also costs some money for us to be able to get inside again. Basically, yeah, it's been annoying because I had a bunch of projects lined up for VTubing and other stuff, and can't do that. Can't do that right now. I was about to commission a 3D model when the said build that I mentioned happened. So now that's postponed. Woo! It's a shame too, because I found a really, really good artist. Their name is Nabi Yona, I think. They're on Twitter. They are also a VTuber, and they are very good at what they do. Highly recommend if you're looking for for artists to follow. Yes, good wording there. Oh hey, this is starting to look pretty snazzy. I like it. What was her name? Nabi. Like this. Oh, and they're also non-binary, which makes them very poggers. NB people in general are pretty poggers. Except for the ones that say some bullshit that they shouldn't. I say that because I saw someone on Twitter earlier saying some pretty yikes shit. I'm not gonna get into it here, but... Man, I wish I was MB. Bianca, I hope you realize that, man, I wish I was MB, is to non-binary genders as Damn, I really wish I could be a girl is to trans girl stuff. If you're like wishing you could be non-binary, maybe you just are. Just a second, I need to focus on something real quick. Alright. There we go. I tried out being non-binary for a bit, and I didn't find it comfortable. Valid. I tried being binary for a bit. Didn't work out for me. Life is just an endless game of trying things out and seeing if they work out. The problem is that in the society we live, people are constantly disencouraged from just trying stuff out. Allowing themselves to experiment. Experimenting is fine. If you are sitting here thinking, dang, would I like to do X or be X or wear X thing or do this sport, just friggin' try it out. I mean, assuming you have the means, but like, just go and try it out. There's no problems in trying. No one is ever going to be certain of something before they've been able to try it. And a lot of people, let's keep to the topic of trans people specifically for an example. A lot of trans people are like, oh, but how can I be sure of it before I try it? Because I don't want to try it if I'm not sure. Well, that's the thing. Trying it out is what will make you be sure of it. And if you aren't at the end of the day, well, gee, that's okay. You have tried something out. That's cool. And you have gained empathy for trans people. So that's amazing, cool. Try shit out. Have you been thinking, I would really like to sew, I don't know, then go and take some sewing classes. When that's possible anyway. There you go, I'm soapboxing again. Gosh, concern it. No one misbehave in chat while my gunner Cody will be upsetty spaghetti with you. Yes, I'm gonna shove spaghetti down your throat so you stop saying bullshit. I'm looking at y'all. I don't give a damn if you're ambi or not, you're cute. Yes, my cuteness transcends my gender identity. It is but a fact of life. So true as a law of physics. Ooh, I really like what I'm doing with these paint stroke stuff here. Gender is a hobby. It's really odd as a statement. That's not what I meant to say, but I mean, it's funny to think of it that way. I have to admit. I need a lighter color, honestly, here. The assertion just made me think of that statement. I mean, I guess that a drag queen would be doing gender as a hobby, you could say. The thing about adding an extra tone here is that I have to redo the anti-aliasing and everything else that I already did, which is, takes time. Ah. Okay, now I have this, and it shall help me. All my homies hate anti-aliasing. It's annoying, but at least I have it down. I'm pretty good at it. Thanks to my days, I started out by doing Ace Attorney sprites. It's been funny because recently someone made a video like featuring. Someone made a video with that used some fan sprites for Ace Attorney, and then I'm like, wait a second, and then I squinted really hard and realized, holy fuck, that's one of my sprites. I made that like 8-9 years ago. It was so wild that people found that stuff. I didn't even know it still existed in the internet. I honestly think those really don't look that good, but hey, if they thought it was good enough to use in their video, then sure, go wild. I don't mind. It's always fun when something you made years ago kind of just resurfaces somewhere else. I wish there wasn't a weird hostility between the drag community and the trans community. I personally haven't really faced that myself. I don't think negatively at all of drag queens or kings. The only thing I might have to say on this that might be like a negative, I suppose, is that I am not a fan of RuPaul and the things that he has said. But that like obviously doesn't speak for an entire friggin' community of people. It's just one far too visible and loud guy making his dumb opinions known. The problem is whenever you have a person become incredibly and very incredibly popular that is part of a minority that is not very well understood or doesn't have much of a place in media, then they are going to be the spokesperson, and if they aren't the most prepared or they don't have the best takes, that is going to become gospel in the minds of the normies. Sorry. It reminds me of Caitlyn Jenner when she was a lot more relevant and some of the garbage she would say. Thankfully she's not that relevant anymore and there are better voices speaking for us like Elliot Page. What's that name? Elliot? I don't remember it very well. Yeah, I gotta watch some of the stuff he's worked on. There's this one movie that people keep talking about that he worked on that was apparently pretty good. What was it again? It was something fantasy-like, I think. There you go. There you go. Each famous person that comes out helps normalize us a bit more. That's why representation is important. It's not just about being able to see ourselves on the screen. It's also about the fact that if people are just there, people that are not like you, or people who from a minority background that is not widely understood, then it just slowly starts becoming part of normal life. Because media absolutely affects real life. not quite in the way some people would say it does sometimes, like, you know, you remember all the panic with GTA and people thinking GTA was gonna make kids into crazy murderers. But if you see trans people regularly in shows and people treating these trans people well, or seeing situations in which these trans people are not treated well, being treated by the narrative as something bad, then when the cis person meets a trans person in real life, like a coworker, hey, they're gonna be a bit more prepared to not be bad about it. They might know to use the correct pronouns, ask when they don't know, etc. Rockstar themselves created a controversy as part of their marketing, and I am not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It reminds me of this, I don't remember the name, but there was this really edgy game like 5 years ago or something that was about murdering people very mercilessly. It had like a top-down sort of isometric view, and people were just like went bananas over it for a few months. Hatred. Yeah, I think that was it, yeah. How do y'all think this stroke looks now? How's this looking to y'all? Please ignore the bristles, they really need to remake. Damn, it's been 2.5 hours? Wow, didn't even feel like it. Feels like I just started. What the heck? Wait, no, not that. Yeah, the problem with a lot of quote-unquote edgy stuff is that when it's very much trying to be edgy, it comes off as, like, painfully stale. Like, no, your shock value, it just feels cheap, sir. Stop trying to be bigoted. You're not winning anyone over. You just look desperate. It's like a pizza cutter. All edge, no point. That is such a fucking good analogy. Thank you. I'm gonna add that to my vocabulary. I know so many people and things that I could describe that way. Please say this in the most edgy voice you can, Cody.
My whole life is just cold, bitter hatred, and I always wanted to die violently. This is a time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill, and it's time for me to die.
I hope you're pleased with the performance. Also, that was a very stupid line. Holy smokes. Who's writing this shit? Do people get paid for writing stuff this bad? Why don't I get paid for writing stuff this bad? Hell, you don't even need to pay me. I'll just give it to you for free.
I am Cody, the ultimate life form. Faker.
That's my best Shadow impression. Oh, this looks okay. Yes, yes, I like this. I like this. I think it looks okay. Yeah. Okay, this glob here looks okay. I like it. I like it well enough. The controversy was the best thing that happened to its sales, otherwise it would have been a boring, forgettable game that would have been panned. Yeah, there's ways to do heavy shite. Like, if you wanna do heavy shite with a purpose. I was raving on about Invincible earlier, and that show is very edgy, but it doesn't feel like it's edgy just for the sake of either nihilism or, I don't know, what else, how else can I describe it? Or just to be offensive for the sake of it. You can be offensive for the sake of it, I just don't think you're boring as fuck if you do it. Okay, this is looking okay. The only thing I'm not really pleased with here is the bristles. I can't seem to get them right. It's really pissing me off. I've already tried so many iterations on them. I was hoping I would have kind of figured it out by now. The original two games are a product of an era that was worried about regulation and governments coming down on video games. Hey, funny that you bring that up, cause guess what? We're in an era where we need to be worried about the crackdown of content again. Because for some reason, 2021 is the year where everyone wants to swear off of non-safe for work stuff. And I am not here for it. eBay is freaking banning that. It's banning you selling not safe for work stuff because why not? Right? Let's be Puritans. It just saddens me. Because, like, so much of it is overly Christian. It's a lot about silencing dissenting voices they don't like. And it's so sad because the internet was such a good bastion, such a good place for that kind of content to thrive, but now it can't be that anymore, the way things are going. When in doubt, the CEOs will die off to old age and a new generation will take over. The thing is, these are kinds of values that keep perpetuating themselves through the ages. While it is true that the current young generations that are being raised right now are some of the most progressive in all of human history, it's not like prudes, conservative Christians, and all of that will just disappear. They will always remain on. Why are people anti-porn? Because they want to keep a status quo going. They want to crack down on the expression of individuals. And and so long as people wish for power, there will be that kind of struggle. So long as we have these companies being the ones that have all this power in their hands, we will have these struggles. Sorry, I'm not being very eloquent right now. I'm saying that I wish we could go have a more democratic, anarchistic internet. One that is not subject to the whims of Apple and its requirements for the App Store. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting rid of the whole idea would be a pretty cool start. Eat the rich, etc., etc. Don't need them. Actually, don't eat the rich. I don't think that would be very nutritionally usable. I really can't get the stupid bristles right. It's driving me insane. I think I'll move to the typography now. It will be just a rough sketch first, so let's see. Let's make a new layer first. Sometimes it helps to scroll out and think what exactly I don't like about it. I think it's not fitting properly well with the nut here, and I just can't figure out how to make it look like bristles. It just ends up looking like some jelly goop instead, because sometimes I'm not very good at shading. So, now I have to think of interesting typography. So let's start with the basics, which are, what letters do we have? Cody.sys. Maybe I could have a folder. Like this. Imagine like a computer folder, right? Let's paint it beige for the sake of clarity. And then the name is coming out of that. Cody, blah blah blah, right? Something like that. And then you see files poking out. And the files have tiny references to things that are in my content. So, for example, let's say, I don't know, let's put some Mario blocks around here, because I like platformers. Have a half-shown image of, I don't know, an Ace Attorney character. I really like this idea, actually. I just came up with it now, but I think it would work pretty well. And then I'll probably make the O a gear because why not? but I want to figure out something interesting for the rest, you know? I think I need to sleep a bit on this one before I come up, because I don't want to commit to anything without having a very good idea. Those are two problems. The nut is a perspective issue. The bristles are texturing. Think about what would make you happier. It helps you to get styles I like, compare them and think about why I like one more than the other. I don't intrude, I just want to help you not get too frustrated. I appreciate, but I think right now, this is just a question of me just taking a step back to relax. Because, well, this part, the typography, this I need to think about what I want to do with it exactly. I need to sit down with a notebook and do a bunch of sketches. And these, I just need the time off of them and try to imagine how I want to go about them later. But I really appreciate your input. So I think this is gonna be it for tonight. We got some stuff done. I hoped I would have been able to 100% finish this part. But hey, we got pretty far with it, I would say. A couple of adjustments aside, the nut, the handle, and the paint stroke all look pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I made it myself. Go me. So, I guess we're gonna be calling this the end of the stream. I am going to prepare a rate. Because we want to spread the love, don't we? And let's see who is online. Okay, I'm going to send all over to Mailerglade. She is a Night VTuber, and she's playing, I believe, Final Fantasy XIV. So, I know some of you in the audience are very much the kind to enjoy that. So, please be nice to Mailer. What's the exact spelling? That's how. Okay. And I don't have another stream planned yet, but I'm gonna try to stream again soon. I thank you very much for being with me. I know it was a bit that I didn't announce it too long beforehand, like I just announced it today. I'm gonna be a bit inconsistent like that for a while. Well, regardless, thank you. So, good night! And make sure that you take care of yourself, that you, I don't know, what are good things to be doing? I would say hydrate, and make sure you have your socks all rolled up and nice. Bye-bye.
Scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it was burned within me as well.
Oh, hello there, Cody. Why, thank you for the raid.
2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamico. Not who would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom.
Little Amigo indeed. And I hope that your stream went well, Cody. Hello to you as well, Lahi.
We didn't realize we'd dance into the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time.